the first episode of the Taleigao Daiz Festival, we took you and showed the Casa de Povo Hall and the beautiful mural that is outside depicting the giving of the rice to the ships of Afonso de Albuquerque. We then walked into the St. Michael's Church and we saw the interiors, beautiful interiors, the altar and the pulpit. And then we followed the Alvarado and saw the farming and the storage methods and the different tools that they used. Later on, we showed you the various methods by which the Goans prepared their cuisine, the grinding, the dehusking, and so many other aspects over here. So now, let us continue our journey and see the various other aspects of the Daiz or the heritage of Goa. Many of you may not know that among one of the traditional games that we had over here in Taleigao, there was one game which sadly today nobody seems to know about how this game was played, and that was called as Adao. It was played during the harvest festival, the Konkani fest, and during that time a particular clan from Taleigao would play this game, which basically tried to reciprocate the moves in a battle. Somebody would do something and other people would stop. Adai tale, adao. Now for that, they have a nice write-up over here, and in one of those they carried swords, and one of the sword is displayed over here. This is the sword which, if you look, you could put your hand inside. It was tied up and they would play with this. This is the sword that was used in one of the traditional sport or a game that was played here during Konkani fest, and that was called as Adao. Is Adao a game or is it a dance?
It is a warrior dance.
Amongst these people who are sitting down over here, I can see something that is fast fading away. Today everybody is going in for plastic furniture. Earlier the furniture was made of wood, and the central part, the open part, was being interwoven with cane, and this was called as roter. I am so privileged to see this art being revived here by from Mr. Santan Rebello. Now this gentleman, he is a resident of Taleigao, and there is something I think all of us should learn from him. The gentleman informs me that he is handicapped, but that does not stop him from earning a living from one of the finest art called as roter. Let us find out from him. Santan Bab, Maka sang, yen roter korta poi, ata tuka kodeli yata?
Ata ni na sort ke, adi बहुत पुराना है। आता किसान ने प्लास्टिक है ना कदली, प्लास्टिक चेरी लेते हैं।
ओय.
तेच नहीं होते आता मासे काम मासे टीम झाला।
आणि पहिले किदान करताले, आता प्लास्टिक येन करता तू?
पहिले म्हणजे हांव इस्कॉल सोडून हांव हँडिकॅपान गेलो ओल्ड गोवा. फादर आल्बर्ट लुईस ते हँडिकॅपा घेता त्यांना फ्री आले. तर किती झालं आहे ते 5 वर्ष राहून तिंग फायदा काढलो. माग त्यांनी सर्टिफिकेट दिली आणि तुझे पायाचे तो आता उभं राहा मग. आता किती झालं आता चढ खतेर ना तसेच काढतात तसेच त्रास सर्व्हिस ना गव्हर्नमेंट. ओके तसेच दिस काढतात.
Ladies and gentlemen, one thing we can do to help these people who want to revive and keep alive the art of this weaving. If you have any chair, don't throw it out. Here we have got Santan Bab who will do the roter for you. We will give you his mobile number. call him up, give him the business, and we will keep alive an art that was prevalent here in Goa called as weaving a chair or doing the roter. Thank you, Santan Baba. That I am sitting over here, I am not on display. Now remember one thing, here among the displays there is a koito, a chopper, and there is a big sword over here. Now this was used to catch the catfish in the fields. At night they would go with a lamp, they would get all the fishes coming close and then they would kill and this. But the most important thing out of all this, besides the beloved garrafons over here, is this. What is this? This is to catch rats, bandicoots. They would put some type of bait inside for this, hook it up over here, and when that rat came inside and he pulled it, the door closed and you had your rat. So now the best way to catch rats is to use this trap. Now we use a lot of this gum, but earlier they did this, and sometimes the rat used to be so aggressive that he made a hole into this and went out. At that time they had to put metal over here so that the rats would not come and this rat trap could be used again. So next time you want to catch a rat, make use of this rat trap. Good, effective, non-poisonous and biodegradable. We saw the condor, the raincoat. We saw how they remove the husk, the grain from the stalk. Then the next thing was, what do they do with that grain that comes out? Before they take it and they start pulverizing it with that muscle or the pestle, what do they do? There is one process before that, and that is boiling this grain in this copper vessel. This is called as the hando. And when it was boiling, they would use this, a ladle, to put it inside and to check whether it was boiled or it was not boiled. But you can see that today with the machines, you do not require that. And the husking is done with the pestle. You can see most of the things over here are made of copper. Copper was used for all utensils, and in other places they used pottery to cook their food. Among the displays that we found here, I found this bark of tree that has been carved out in the middle. It has a nice cover on top and this closes it beautifully. Earlier, they would get the raw mangoes, put it inside over here, put salt and allow it to mature. After some time, that salt would turn to water and then it went down, and they put big stones in this. So it pressurized it, and you could use this for all purposes during dining. But ladies and gentlemen, this type of pickled mango goes fantastic with a bag of whiskey. Goa and Goans are known for fish. We have a 105-kilometer coastline with the Arabian Sea, and we are known for creating some of the best cuisine of fish. We are fish eaters. We love fish. Here we see the lady sitting on the adoi, and she is cleaning the scales of the fish. So let us find out from her what she is doing and why she is doing that. Bye. Yan tumi nistyan pa yata kotta. Kita kotta.
ते आमकां खावपाक
वय पूण अहें कित्याक कोत्ता ताजेर
ते उजरावपाक जाय नितो करपाक जाय न्हू
ताजी शेल्स आहा ती काडूंक जाय
काडूंक जाय.
आनी मागीर काडटकच कितें कोत्ता
काडटकच मागीर आमी फ्राय करता नाजाल्यार कोडयेक घालता.
This lady is giving me the taste. She says that she uses this fish for curry and for frying. My mouth is already watering. Don't ever miss a chance to eat fish in Goa because our cuisine, look at the lady, look at the smile on her face. She loves to cook. And here you have got the itonki. Toki. This looks like a baby swordfish, and I think the curry is going to be amazing. And like I told you, we cannot do without the coconut, and the coconut has to be first dehusked. Bye, kite kota tu?
कोडी करपाक जाय बाबा.
She is not telling me that she wants to dehusk the coconut. She says that she wants to do curry.
फिश करी, कालदीन, ऑल सगळे घालूंक जाता नाल.
The more I speak to these genuine people of Taleigao, they are reminding me that I am hungry and I should go and have my food. So let me thank them and proceed for food. Dev bare koru tumka. Ladies and gentlemen, as I say Dev bare koru, it is a very typical way in Goa. He says, may God bless you. This is how we say thank you. Use this. So in this festival of Daiz, what I liked the best was they tried to be as authentic as possible. Today we have the guests, we have a plate, a hot plate, we have the microwave. But there was a time when in Goa and all over the place, they used a fireplace made of 3 stones and wood where the pot was kept. You can see a handi that is kept over there, and the cooking is done. For that, they needed to collect firewood. They needed to store the firewood in the rainfall during the monsoons. And we even created our own biodegradable and environment friendly fuel made out of cow dung, made into cakes, which we called sheni. And this was used to cook. And ladies and gentlemen, the taste of the smoke for the food was amazing. And one of the person who is doing this particular thing, let's grab hold of him and find out how he does this. The smell of the kafrial is going up my nostrils. Let me trace the smell and see from where it's coming. I found the chef, Mr. Antonio Pereira. Let's find out from him what he has to tell us about Goan cooking. Antonio Bob, how are you?
Yeah, हांव एकदम बरो गुड आनी रांदपाक म्हाका एकदम खुशी भुरगेपणांतान. तर केन्नाय आमचो इगोजेचो चड करून इगोजेचो आनी समुदायाचो प्रोग्राम हा हांव रांदपाक एकदम फुडें सगल्यांक आदार दिवपाक आनी चड करून जेवणाच्या कामान. म्हाका तूं काफ्रियाल सांग गोवन ऑथेंटीक जे आदले आमचे माय पाय जेवण घरान करताले ते आमी केलां. हिंगासर आसा आमचें बीफ ग्रीन. हें बीफ ग्रीन तितून हा तिडकी मिडकी आमची जी कोडू भाजी आसता गोंयची शेतांनी आमी तालिगांवच्या रोयता ती भाजी हा तितून, थोडे बटाट हा तितून आनी एकदम ऑथेंटीक. हे जे डीश आसा हे एक्चुअली आमचे पुर्तुगेज डीश जे आदली आमकां माय पाय दितालो भुरगेपणांत. तर आमी घरान अजुनूय आमच्या घरान हांव कोत्तां आनी असो ही संदी आमकां मेवली कल्चरल प्रोग्रामान तेन्ना हो डीश हांवें सुचयलो.
तुका कितें करूंक आवडटा?
म्हाका चड करून पुलाव आनी चिकन काफ्रियाल आनी एक बीफ चिली. पूण हे फावटी आमकां म्हणजे जशी प्रोग्रामान आमचे जे मॅनेजमेंट आसलो तेणी आमकां बीफ चिली दिवंक ना. पयलू आमी बीफ चिली केलेली, हे फावटी करूंक ना आमी बीफ चिलीच्या बदली.
सगळें काबार जालें?
हय, ऑलमोस्ट काबार जालें. ऑलमोस्ट कवर झाले.
Thank you, Anthony Bob. Thank you very much. His words, everything is over. That tells you how good Goan food can be. Don't ever miss the chance. I'm repeating myself again and again. Goan food is different. Please come to Goa, go around in Goa and see, and anytime you get an opportunity to see about the heritage or the Daiz of Goa, as we call it. Heritage means Daiz. Don't miss this chance, because these are the places where you can get authentic Goan cuisine. Non-veg and veg. Indian or Goan style and the European style. Can't speak more. Mouth is watering. Bye.
Quando o teu engano os olha nos meus olhos e que não estou chorando.
In Taleigao, when we came over here, we heard about this festival called as Daiz, our heritage. This is the second time that they are doing this when we have come over here to shoot. And when we came here, we saw amazing part of heritage from the culinary angle, from the displays, from the songs that have been displayed over here. And the core people who have been there in the committee is the President, Mr. Viegas, the Secretary, Mr. Agnello Fernandez, and the Assistant Treasurer, Mr. Luis. Ladies and gentlemen, heritage is something that we should protect at all costs. And I know the trouble that these three gentlemen and their committee has gone through. So let us find out from them a few issues regarding this festival, because my aim of telling you this is that you should also have similar festivals in your villages, because your heritage also is as important as their heritage. It's our Goan heritage. So let us find out from Mr. Vegas. Mr. Vegas, how are you satisfied in display of all this what has been done up over here?
I am very much satisfied and happy from bottom of my heart. And main idea was the entire parish to bring it together because their cooperation. Their cooperation was very fantastic, and because of their cooperation we could make this function success.
Yes. One thing you must see, they have restricted the displays only and the food stalls to people of Taleigao. But this festival is open to every other person who would like to come and visit over here. Right.
Yeah.
Another aspect that I must tell you, I have been interacting with them to do this program, and I came across this gentleman here who is the secretary. One thing I must mention that each one must have when you are trying to do a program like this is be passionate. And this man has been so passionate. I have seen him running from pillar to post, getting permissions, organizing the wards, getting the people. Anil Bab, could you please tell us, are you satisfied with what has been done today?
I am very happy, mostly because all the people from the village, they participated, and when I went around the stalls, there was such a lot of excitement, and it made me very happy because I, along with my committee, we struggled for almost 48 days to put this together, and at last I think we have won. And I'm very delighted that most of the people who came here, they are very happy with the cultural program, the cooking of the food, and the presentation of Dalo, Fugdi, Zagur, and our Hindu brothers and sisters who were here with today. They were from Nagali and Kyaune, Mahila Mandals. They worked very hard. They are so happy that they intend to come back very soon. I told them we will have it annually. It's not possible.
One other aspect that I must say here, they had two sections of food. One was the European food or non-veg food, which had items of beef and pork. Now, knowing fully well that the community, some communities don't eat this, they also made provision for vegetarian food. That was very nice of them. And most of this was served in pottery items. Now, talking about pottery items, most of our cooking earlier was being done in copper pots and copper utensils. And we have another gentleman here, the assistant treasurer, Mr. Louis, and I see that he has displayed quite a lot of these items over here. Let us find out from him. Louis Bob, have you been doing collection or do you use this in your home every day?
It is from my family. It is not, I've not collected it like that. It has come from my family.
But are you using it for your cooking every day?
No.
You're not cooking.
No.
So you have preserved them.
Preserve that for posterity so that I can display it, so that our younger generation may know how we used to cook in the olden days.
Very nice. Another thing, ladies and gentlemen, today you have a plate, you have a dish anywhere, and you just pick it up. It's quite light because it just serves the purpose. But here I have been trying to lift up these plates. They are heavy, very, very heavy. If you have such things in your homes, preserve them, because our aim is to protect, preserve and to promote. The promotion they are doing, you can do so in your own village. Let us thank them for this opportunity and the heritage that they have tried to save in their village. I hope and wish them all luck in future. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You too.
Every function that we do, there is some type of descent that is required. Otherwise, there is no fun in organizing. And don't let this stop you from organizing this in your villages. And if it does, we will shift our attention to this gentleman who's sitting with a sword. Ladies and gentlemen, I must tell you that I am so privileged as an anchor of this My Goem that I am talking to this gentleman, Mr. Torres Martins as I know him, or Jose Maria Martins. At one time, he has set the record for being the fastest runner for 100 meters in Goa. He has quite a lot of other records. Now that does not give him the right to carry this sword, but something else does. Taleigao village is known for one event, I would not call it sport, which was displayed by a community from the neighboring village, and it was called as the Adao. Today, the people who played the Adao are not there. But he has salvaged one of the items that was being used in this Adao. So let us find out from Mr. Torres Bab what this Adao was all about. Torres Bab, could you please tell us what this Adao was?
This Taleigao is previously the tribal people used to dance this Taleigao during the Portuguese time also. They used to dance only during the harvest feast. As you know, the harvest feast earlier and even today, it goes for 4 days because a privilege was given by the then Portuguese to the Taleigao people for giving all the providing provisions and all the necessity to the people, Portuguese people, when they were starving in the river Mandovi.
Ladies and gentlemen, every village has got some speciality. Taleigao had the Adao. Because of certain factors which may be beyond the control of people, but definitely not because people do not want it to happen. These cultural aspects of villages are getting lost. Let not such small aspects go to waste, because this is our heritage. My heritage, their heritage, and your heritage. Please, if anybody knows anything about Adao, write to us on the email that you see over here and let us know. Let us revive this festival of Adao.